Taking a brief tour of the organ. The main case is flanked on the right and left by two side cases. The side cases contain the largest pipes of the organ and the pedal division, and to the rear of the side cases is what's called the swell division, as you can see those shades up there. Within the center case, we're looking at the choir division here. You can see the trumpet royale at the front, a number of pipes extending back. Above this floor is the great division and the positive division containing more pipes. On the right side of the case, we have 4 controller boards which contain the electronics of the organ. At the base of each we have blower for the respective division, and again we have some of the larger pedal pipes. Here we are at the back of the case. Like I said, going far up, this box projecting outwards is the positive division, which is located just above the grate and contains another room full of pipes. On the left side of the organ again, you can see we have a blower. All of the light switches are located here, as well as some of the, again, larger base pipes of the organ. Moving to the back, you can see some of the physical signs of water damage, just the kind of white dust and dirt that is splashed all over these wind chests on the floor here. We are in the right side chamber where we had the water damage. Again, you can see the effect that the water has had on some of the felt protecting the tops of these pipes. You can see staining at the foot of the pipe, a lot of debris, wood from the ceiling. If we look up, you can vaguely make out a patch of white on the roof, which is where the water was coming through. Again, I just noticed now a pipe has collapsed here. That's new. The weight of the pipe has... that's actually not good. Again, just trying to illustrate the severity of the condition of these pipes. You can see water has run down the side of this pipe. Who knows what's inside the pipe. I'm drilling all the way down. Again, just a little bit better view of this pipe that's collapsed within the last month or so. Looking down at the foot of these pipes, this is where there's a small valve that releases air into the pipe. I've had to put some business cards under here to keep the pipes from sounding. The mechanisms that control the airflow are jammed open or otherwise not operational, and you can sort of hear that whooshing sound, which is of course the air rushing into the pipe but being blocked from making a sound. One of the critical issues that's currently impacting the organ is the swell motors. Again, I pointed to these as sort of Venetian blinds. To the right and left of the case, the swell divisions are located, and those levers are controlled by this pedal. Take a quick look. The boxes should be closed now, so we should see roughly a flat panel of wood in the swell divisions, and we'll look and see the difference between the right and the left. Here we are again at the back of the organ, and as they should be, the swell boxes on the far side are closed. I have to use a light to illuminate it because there's nothing shining through. On the right side, as you can see, they are still wide open because the swell motor is not holding air and not able to close those. This limits the expression of the organ. Here we are at one of the side cases where we can see an audible problem. Very difficult to actually visually see. This affects all of the facade pipes that you see at the front of the organ, and this is caused by a defect in the materials used in organ building across the industry around the time this organ was built. And as a result, the flat aperture here, called the languid, of some of these larger pipes has started to sag, and while it's almost invisible to see, its effect is quite pronounced that I'll demonstrate. So the pipes that are affected are the principal tone. As we go down, because of the problem with the languid, their tone starts to get weaker and weaker. And it's fine until we move to these big ones. You can barely hear that one. You get this sort of whooshing sound because the air is just escaping out of the pipe rather than vibrating as it should, which makes the pipe slow to speak and very quiet when this should be a very firm foundation of the entire instrument.